So, what do you call an impressive collection of all of your
programs offer in-demand post-secondary programs tailored to empower student success. From cosmetology to welding and practical nursing, the ICTZ has a program for everyone. Indiana County Technology Center, empowering tomorrow's workforce.
The ITT pregame show continues with the keys to the game. Indiana Total Therapy with 3 locations. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge and Blairsville, and at Indiana on Shelley Drive, and at the HMI building on the campus of IRMC.
And we're back at Andy Kuzneski Field with our Indiana Total Therapy pregame show. Both teams on the field here. One never left the field, Pat. West Mifflin.
West Mifflin stayed out the whole time. That was interesting.
Yeah.
The band had to work around them a little bit, and they're actually still out there.
They're working on some. They're still working on plays out there in their pregame. So, why don't we take a look at our keys of the game right now? It's brought to you by Luther Ford Lincoln and in Homer City, and also 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into what will get us our best patient outcome?
Dan in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
So what sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
Sometimes you don't realize how dirty something is until it's sparkling clean. That goes for your house. What a difference a whole house cleaning would make. Tees Window Cleaning will get rid of all that dirt, grime, and molds that builds on roofs, sidings, gutters, windowsills, and porches to make your home look great. For a free estimate, Tees Window Cleaning at 724-840-4160 or on Facebook.
This is Chief Justin Shaw with the Indiana Borough Police Department. Like your favorite team on the field, we're here for you before, during, and after the game. We take pride in being part of our community, from attending local events to engaging with students to caring for families. We're only a phone call away. Our team's mission is simple: your peace, safety, and comfort. The men and women of the Indiana Borough Police Department and our first responding partners are committed to serving and protecting you on and off the field. So as you cheer on your team, know that we've got your back. Stay safe, Indiana.
More 6'4", 210 pounds. Your linebackers are Parker Bowersox. He's a senior, 6 foot, 195 pounds. Trent Buffalo. He's a junior, 5'10", 170 pounds. And Jacob Snyder, he's a junior, 5'9", 160 pounds. In your secondary, you got Roman Jones at corner. He's 5'9", 155 pounds. Trayvon Joseph at the other corner. He's a junior, 5'10", 165 pounds. At your safeties, you've got Graham McFarland. He's a junior, 5'11", 170 pounds. And at free safety, number 19 is Rocco Cosentino. He's a senior. He's 5'10", 180 pounds. And, you know, we never give our special teams guys, so let's give them two.
Sounds good.
Tim Birch, he's going to do the place kicking duties. Danny Trevorrow has been the holder, and Tyler Nelson will be the punter. Let's go down to Doug, because I think he has something special about our captains.
Yes, and tonight not only did the 4 captains go out for Indiana, but also 2 honorary captains, 2 teachers that were voted on by the players to go out as honorary captains, Mr. Wingirter and Ms. Murphy. So they were out with the players, and they also had a jersey, Indiana jerseys on. So a nice little touch to the coin toss this evening. West Mifflin has won the toss. They will receive begin the ball game. You know, it's another beautiful night. We've been lucky so far this fall season with the weather. I think one time it started to pour, but as the game ended. So, Doc, hopefully I don't need my rain jacket tonight.
Yeah,
back upstairs.
Hopefully we don't. And those sideline reports are brought to you by Crimson Wealth Management and Blairsville Floor Covering.
So the two deep backs for West Mifflin are London Robinson and Sincere Degree. That's a fun name.
Yeah.
Sincere Degree. So those are the two gentlemen. And when you look at this West Mifflin team, Pat, they're young. A lot of young players. And
you know, they moved up from AAA up to Quad A this year. So, you know, they've taken some lumps so far, but they've played a tough schedule.
So Indiana will be kicking off here, and we'll see that defense. And should also mention it's a pink out here tonight. It's
breast cancer awareness.
Yeah, the entire student section all dressed in pink, and
see several of the players with pink socks, armbands, whatever. And you know, that's a great awareness. At halftime, we're going to have Dr. Dan Clark from IRMC. He was kind enough to sit down and talk about the Comprehensive Breast Center.
And here is going to be a deep kick, going to be over the head of Degree and the end zone, and another good kick by Tim Birch on senior night. We should mention the senior captains. I believe Quinn Lipniskis, Parker Bauer, Sox, Rocco Cosentino, and John Wyant were the four captains for Indiana. So all seniors, as you would expect here tonight. And West Mifflin's going to start out on the 20-yard line after that touchback kickoff. We'll see this offense, and Armand Hill, the halfback, the sophomore, is the one to keep an eye on.
Yeah, he gets a lot of attention in college scouts.
And here is going to be the handoff to Hill up the middle. He is dancing around, still on his feet. He's going to pick up a first down, and you can just see he keeps those legs moving. Very elusive as he takes the football for 15 yards up to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, and that's, you know, not what you want to do, and there was nothing fancy.
No.
I mean, he put his head down and just bored in.
And not much of a hole either. There wasn't a big hole there for him to run through, but enough that he was able to find some room.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great first down play if you're West Mifflin.
So here Ismaili is the freshman quarterback, number 13. He's got two running backs in the backfield. He's going to give it to Hill again. This time Hill's going to be stood up, and he bounces off of one tackle. Indiana's trying to swarm tackle him as he fights his way forward. Wow. Still gets almost 5 yards, though.
That is unbelievable. He was hit 2 yards and drove for 3 more after contact.
It looked like he was almost initially contacted right at the line of scrimmage and just bounced off of it.
And all Indiana guys were there. I mean, it was like all 11 to get one man down. So,
well, they're going to have to do a better job maybe tackling him a little lower, wrapping up those legs. 2nd down and 5 now from the 40-yard line. Same formation here for West Mifflin. And he's going to roll out. Here's going to be the quarterback, Ismaili, rolling out to his right now, keeping on his feet for a first down into Indiana territory. He reversed field and just kept it on the ground for another first down for West Mifflin. Ball's now at the Indiana 45-yard line. Some decent pursuit on that left side, and Ismaili just reversed the field, went to the right, and found some good running room.
Yeah, Jacob Snyder ended up getting the tackle downfield, but again, now, if they can put that into the playbook along with Mr. Hill, Indiana's defense needs to find an answer.
Wasn't even much of a fake either. He just kind of... And now you're going to see Ismaili drop back into the shotgun formation. Carswell is going to roll as a fullback up the front here. Is Hill going to carry the football, dragging a couple of tacklers with him. Another big 7-yard carry, maybe 8 yards on first down. Just going off to the right, following his blockers, but Hill's doing a lot of that work himself.
Yeah, he really is. Does a nice job of, he's got good pad level and he runs hard. And
almost every play that he's carried the football, he's been hit early and has been able to pick up those yards after contact. He's had a ton of yards after contact on this drive. 2nd down and 3. This is Ismaili in the shotgun again. He's got Hill to his left. Handoff is going to be to Hill. He's rolling on the right side. He's got a lot of room right now as he crosses the 35, the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10. He's inside the 10-yard line, down right, finally brought down short of the goal line, but he's going to be inside the 5-yard line. That time they did open up a hole for Armand Hill on the right side, and he was able to run through it. Didn't need to get those yards after carry on that drive.
And, you know, the crazy thing is when you watch him run, he's graceful.
Yeah, very smooth.
The ball sits on the 4-yard line.
Well, you know, he has some pretty big guys up front to run behind, 74, 77, 55. Doc, you could even get some yards in behind them.
No doubt about
315, 320.
Yeah. They've got some big boys up front. Indiana's got to find an answer. And our replays are brought to you by Dowds of Plumville.
9:08 here in a scoreless first quarter, but this West Mifflin opening drive knocking on the door. Here is going to be the direct snap to Hill, who's going to take into the end zone for the touchdown. Snapped it directly to Armand Hill, takes it 4 yards in. West Mifflin strikes first, 6-0. Well, if that drive is any indication, this defense is going to have to find an answer quickly for this rushing attack, because that was way too easy for West Mifflin to take it down the field.
Jason Martin, number 19.
So, yeah, Martin will be kicking the extra point attempt after the 4. Oh, and the snap is over his head. He's going to fall on. No, he's going to try to roll off to his right. Still on his feet as he's going to try to look to the end zone. He does have a receiver who just dropped the football.
Wow.
And somehow Martin found himself open, tossed it into the end zone to a wide open player who just dropped it. Extra point, no good. 6-0. West Mifflin strikes first. Listening to AM 1450 WDAD 100.3 FM, Renda Digital TV. Back after.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
And 3 seconds off the clock.
Should also mention our opening kickoff was brought to you by Grand Beginnings Children's Center. Get your children ready to shine at Grand Beginnings Children's Center, and they are also donating $1 for every point scored in all the Renda broadcasts throughout the season. So the good news about that drive is there's 6 points going to the Teddy Bear Fund Drive from Grand Beginnings Children's Center. Bad news for Indiana as they are down 6-0. Here is the kick, going to be fielded at about the 5-yard line, still on his feet. As he rolls off of one tackle, still diving forward is Elijah Thomas. Takes it to the 36-yard line.
Yeah,
I think they call him E.T.
That's what they needed. Now let's see what this offense can get going.
So this offense now having Quinn Lipniskis back as the QB. It's been a number of games since Quinn has played, but we'll see if that adds a different dynamic to what this offense can do. Remember, they really started out slow the past couple of weeks. He is back in the shotgun. He's got trips receivers to his right. Quinn's going to roll to the right. He has a blocker in front of him. That's Thomas. Able to follow the blocker, still on his feet as he gets down near the first down marker. He's going to pick up about 8 yards, but good blocking on the right-hand side by not only Thomas, but also the wide receivers. And we got a West Mifflin player down. And I think it's one of those big guys we talked about earlier. Dylan, was that Ethan Thomas maybe?
77.
Yeah, 6'4", 320.
Yeah.
As they look to him, we're going to take a timeout as well. But we'll be facing a second and 2 when we return for Indiana. AM 1450 WDAD 100.3 FM, Renda Digital TV. Back after this.
This is State Representative Jim Struzzi, and I'm proud to serve the 62nd Legislative District. We take pride in our communities, and I'm proud to support our area teams and all our students, wishing them the best of luck this school year. As we approach this year's election, I encourage you to make your voice heard, whether by mail or on the polls at Election Day. I am grateful for your past support, proud of the progress we've made together, and even more excited about the future. The best is yet to come.
Dan in a Van hasn't returned your call. Chuck in a Truck.
Thomas is helped off the field. Looks like a lower body injury, and 2nd and 2 now for Indiana from their own 44-yard line. Here is Lipniskus. He was going to try to throw the football. Had faced a rush, and he's going to be tackled and dropped for a loss.
Elijah Rudolph on the tackle. So now it's a 3rd and 4 back on the 42. That opening play that Indiana ran, it was just a quarterback sweep. They got everybody out in front and let Quinn run. Now that one looked like it was a fake pass and then a quarterback run, but West Mifflin diagnosed it quickly.
Should mention Thomas is the nose tackle, that big guy. He's also a tackle on offense, nose tackle, so him on the bench should help a little bit. Here is the keep by Quinn Lipniskus, and looks like he's going to get just enough for the first down. He faked it to Cosentino coming in motion, tucked it up the middle, and gets a first down for Indiana. And hey, first drive, first down,
in First Bank, first down.
And that's a step in the right direction for this Indiana team, who last couple of weeks has struggled a bit moving the football on offense.
And First Bank has been helping the community since 1922. Check them out for all your financial needs in First Bank.
7:02 left on this first quarter clock. 6-0 West Mifflin as they scored on their opening drive. Here is a first down play, given up the middle to Thomas, and Elijah going to maybe lose a yard or two as he was hit immediately and tried to stretch forward to pick up anything. But too much of a push from that interior defensive line.
Yeah, they really got a good push on Indiana's front that time. Indiana really needs to just bunker down here now and give these running backs just a little bit of time.
So 2nd down and 12 now, ball at the 45-yard line. Spread formation. Boy, it sure looked like they crossed that line there, but they're saying not encroachment. Here is Lipniskus, drops back to pass. He's going to carry it himself. Makes one guy miss, takes it into West Mifflin territory, picks up a nice gain here on 2nd down. He's going to set up a 3rd and short.
Yeah, that's a good read by Quinn. I don't know if that was designed, but West Mifflin brought a blitz, and he let him go, and then he just ran right behind them and was able to pick up 7 yards, bring up a 3rd and 5.
It's hard to say as we're looking at the Dowds of Plumville replay, and I almost think that was a designed run, as it didn't look like the receivers were actually running in a pattern. We'll see what they elect to do here on 3rd and 5. Cosentino in motion. The handoff is going to be up the middle. Elijah Thomas breaks one tackle. Boy, fights his way forward. He's going to be right near that first down marker.
Looks like they're going to give it to him.
Good effort that time by Thomas. He will get the first down.
Elijah did a good job there of turning his shoulders perpendicular and kind of slithering through that hole, if you will.
And then kept the legs churning for those last couple of yards, which made the difference in picking up a first down. So now on the 43-yard line of West Mifflin, here comes Indiana's offense.
Yeah, and this is what you want to do, keep West Mifflin's offense off the field.
Here's the spread formation. Thomas in motion. He's going to fire a pass, looking for Cosentino, incomplete. Just a quick slant pattern. Quinn tried to deliver the ball quickly, is expecting some pressure.
Rocco had a guy right on his back.
I think that was that
catch that ball.
Sincere Degree covering him.
Well, he sincerely covered him.
Oh, we could have some fun with that later. 2nd down and 10 from the 43-yard line. Here's Bowersox in motion. Lipniskus now has trips receivers to the left. He's going to roll that way. He's going to try to run it himself, following Elijah Thomas. He's got some running room as he gets a first down and a little bit more. Again, great blocking on the outside. Great job of Thomas acting as the fullback for Lipniscus, who gets a first down and takes it inside the 30.
Yeah, you can see on the Dowds of Plumville replay on Renda Digital, Quinn just gets outside. Elijah picks up a block, and Indiana's able to get a first down all the way down to the 28-yard line.
West Mifflin keeps bringing that pressure up the middle, so those runs on the outside, it looks like the defender's chasing Quinn. First down and 10. Cosentino comes in motion. Here's back to pass. Lipniscus, he's under pressure again. Rolls out to his right, still on his feet. He's going to dump it, has a receiver. Going to be hit, caught, out of bounds. I believe that's Kessler's making the catch.
Yeah.
Nice little dump off, and he did a nice job, Preston did, of holding onto the football. He took a shot after he caught it.
He took a real shot on that.
About 4 or 5 yards on the catch. Good job by Lipniscus as well to buy himself enough time to deliver that pass.
So it's going to be second down, long 5.
Ball on the 24-yard line. Here is going to be the handoff up the middle to Thomas. Breaks one tackle. He's still on his feet as he fights down to the 20-yard line. It's going to set up about a 3rd and 1. Good 4-yard pickup by E.T.
And again, Indiana's consumed more than 5 minutes of the clock on this drive.
This has been an impressive drive, and it's something we haven't seen from Indiana's offense in some time, and it's one of our keys to the game. So let's see if they can finish it off here.
This will be the 12th play of the drive.
3rd and 1. Lipniscus, long count, trying to draw them off sides. I think
we jumped.
Yeah, I think he did. So it's going to make it 3rd and 6. I would imagine 4-down territory here for the Little Indians either way.
Yeah, I would agree with you, Mark.
Mention our sideline reports from Doug Steve are brought to you by Crimson Wealth Management and also by Dowds of Plumville. I'm sorry, Blairsville Floor Covering. Our replays are brought to you by Dowds of Plumville.
And our first downs are brought to you by First Bank.
Yeah.
So Indiana's trying to pick one up here on 3rd and 6.
Sounds good. Let's see what they can do as Cosentino comes in motion. Here is Lipniscus. He's going to try to roll to a left. Now he's rolling to his right. He's going to try to fire it deep into the end zone. The ball is intercepted at the 2-yard line. Brought down. That's going to be intercepted by Jarrell Mason. And I don't know what Quinn saw down there. I thought maybe he had some room to run the football. I actually thought he was as we look at our Dowds at Plumville replay.
I really thought he was going to run this ball. He had room, and he pulls up and throws it and just didn't get enough on it.
He kind of threw it on the run.
And the receiver was behind the defender, but he just couldn't get it over him.
He sets his, if he has time to set his feet, he might be able to deliver that ball a little bit higher, but instead it's a turnover. And that's not what Indiana wanted to see. I don't know if he would have gotten the first down. It looked like he was going to be met pretty close there.
As we talked about before, that's 4-down territory. Yep. You can't be careless with the football.
So the give is up the middle. And Hill is going to carry the ball for a couple of yards here. Boy, and even a couple of yards for Hill was 8.
I mean, he's out.
I mean,
that ball's on the 15.
It's just amazing. You see that scrum that converge on him, and he moves that pile forward to the 16-yard line. So long field ahead of West Mifflin here, and that was a long drive by Indiana that turned up nothing. So let's see if the defense can stand tall here.
Yeah, they really need to, for sure, especially in this field position.
Here is going to be the give to Hill. He's going to be tackled this time. Great tackle low for Indiana. They wrapped his feet up.
First down,
I don't know how. I mean, every time he carries the football pad, it seems like they bring him down. And I'm always about 5 yards shy of where I think
Mark,
he was.
I watch that live, and I'm like, they got him. He's short by a yard. But we have a bad angle, apparently.
No, they're placing it down at the 18-yard line.
Hey, but the last play, it's nice that you see old-fashioned football. They have the big number 34, a fullback in there as a lead blocker. You don't see that much anymore.
Yeah, they run a lot more I formation than most teams. Quarterback,
Devin Brown,
center.
fullback. And back to pass. Ismaili's going to fire it. He's going to hit Degree for a first down. He's still on his feet. He's dancing around as he takes it across the 35-yard line to about the 37. So the freshman quarterback delivers the ball to Sincere Degree, who's a sophomore. They got some young players, but these skilled positions they are quick and talented.
Yeah, they really are. They're going to mark that wear right at the 39, 38.
Just a quick slant pattern and delivered a good ball, but Degree was able to make a few guys miss as he takes it all the way to the 39-yard line.
Indiana force a turnover.
Like to see that here as the ball is given to Hill. Here's the carry off tackle to the right. He's still on his feet for a first down into Indiana territory. That has been the play in the first drive, Pat, that killed Indiana. I think he had a couple of huge runs off of that play off tackle.
We'll see if they get another play off here. The first quarter, a fast-moving first quarter is almost over.
Most of this damage for both teams has come on the ground. It's 6-0 West Mifflin. Indiana was driving, but an interception down at the 4-yard line gave it back to West Mifflin, who's now, they're still driving here with 6 seconds left to go. Let's see if they get the play off. Ismaili trying to get his players where they need to be. He's back to pass. He's going to fire it to Degree. Down the field, and ball is tipped and into the hands of Degree for a touchdown. Wow. What great concentration by Sincere Degree. The ball was tipped by the defender, and Degree just stuck with the football and came down with the touchdown catch. 43-yard touchdown strike as we end the first quarter. Indiana, good coverage. You see the speed of Degree, and we're going to look at this Downs replay here in a second. But ball was just tipped, and instead of being able to knock it away, Degree just stuck with the football, as we see on the replay. 5-step drop for Ismaili.
Indiana had a guy there.
Yep.
And just couldn't make the play, and the ball tipped up in the air. And
great individual play by Sincere Degree. This extra point is good. 13-0 is the score. West Mifflin with the lead. We're going to come back with second quarter action when we return. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, Renda Digital TV.
A van hasn't returned your call? Chuck and a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
Luxembourg's Jewelers would like to let the community know that due to unfortunate flooding circumstances at their downtown location, they have temporarily moved their inventory to their Indiana Mall store. Elegance and affordability like never before at Luxembourg's overflowing Indiana Mall location. Now is the perfect time to take advantage of Luxembourg's store-wide sale. So if you're looking for breathtaking engagement rings or searching for a stunning Christmas gift, there's no need to wait. Now is the time to visit the store-wide sale at Luxembourg's Jewelers Indiana Mall location.
Support all of our students in the 41st District. Paid for by Friends of Joe Fitness.
Comes back. Jones loses sight of the football. It's bouncing around. West Mifflin looks like they have the football, and they do have the football at the 5-yard line. That ball hit right in front of Roman Jones. He lost sight of it in the lights. Wasn't able to find the ball. Now a flag is thrown, but West Mifflin did jump on the football. Doug, you got anything for us down there to straighten this out? Doesn't look good for Indiana.
No, and the referee spotted the ball, and Roman Jones picked it up and threw it, so that's why he got flagged. Be half the distance, won't be 15, but half the distance, and we'll see. I don't know, is this a possible ejection for that type of unsportsmanlike? I don't know.
I think you have to have 2 unsportsmanlikes.
Well, unless it's fighting, you can get automatically.
Right.
So,
well,
right.
The ball just bouncing. I think Roman just lost it in the lights, and as it was bouncing around,
it looked like it hit off of him.
He turned around looking like it went behind him, and ball bounced in front of him instead, and
unsportsmanlike.
And this is just a terrible turn of events for Indiana. They're about to get their offense back on the field. Their offense had moved the football well in their first drive, and instead, the second turnover of the night for Indiana. This one's going to hurt as it puts West Mifflin about the 3-yard line now. Not going to get much better field position than that to start a drive.
That's always a nice starting spot.
Here is going to be a direct snap. This to number 6, who's going to be dropped and tackled for a loss. London Robinson.
Darius Webb on that tackle.
Not sure why they had Robinson in there, and was really the only back there.
Yeah, they were running like a direct snap Wildcat
Wildcat,
type of
yeah.
look. They ran the Wildcat a good bit against McKeesport last week. That was their primary mode of offense last week against McKeesport.
It's funny, they actually had a hold. They didn't even have a lot of their starting guys in there, including Hill. And
a lot of these guys play both ways too, so it could be.
Well, you might think that a ball on the 3-yard line, give somebody else a shot at it, rest my guys another play or two. But it's a 4-yard loss, and now you have Ismaili back to pass, fires it, wide receiver screen, looking for some running room. He's taking it all the way to the right-hand side, still on his feet as he takes it near the end zone.
Should be a procedure here against West Mifflin.
Is there a flag down?
Yes, there is.
There's a flag on the play. So let's see what that is. That was an interesting play there. It almost looked like West Mifflin stopped for a minute. And then the receiver caught the ball and just kind of meandered out. And
Malik Cobb, I think, was the receiver, number 22.
That's going to back them up.
Took a little wide receiver screen on the left-hand side, reversed it all the way to the right. Almost took it in the end zone, but yeah, it just kind of looked like everybody stopped.
Right.
And they got West Mifflin illegal formation.
Okay. So it'll be a 2nd and goal now from the 12.
So it was started out with 1st and goal from the 3, and now it's 2nd and goal from the 12. So they'll keep moving them back. Imagine this one's probably going to get in the Hill's hands. And it is a pitch to Hill on the right side. He's going to take it off tackle. He's dragged out of bounds, though. Wyant was over there.
So it'll be a big 3rd down now. If Indiana can keep West Mifflin out of the end zone here, that would be a tremendous, tremendous effort by this Indiana defense.
So there was a 4-yard pickup, but ball's still on the 8-yard line. Interesting, they went short side of the field there with that. And Hill just ran out of running room as he went to the sidelines. So we'll see what they elect to do here. 10:41 left to go in this first half. West Mifflin leading 13-0. They are knocking on the door with 3rd and goal from the 8. And here's Ismaili in the shotgun. He's got Hill to his right. He's back to pass. He's going to fire it deep into the end zone. The ball is knocked out of the hands of the intended receiver. Good coverage. I believe that was McFarland back there in coverage.
Yep.
And great job knocking that. It looked like it might have been a touchdown for a second, but Graham did a great job of knocking it loose, and I think that was Degree.
Here's our Plumville replay. You can see it's a quick hit. Degree was up in the air, and Graham just knocked the ball away. Good job by Indiana.
And it looks like they're going to send Martin out to attempt a field goal here.
Let's see, where are they going to put this ball on the 15? That'll be a 25-yarder.
Yep.
Watch the fake, obviously.
It is 13-0. Either way, what a job by this Indiana defense to get the stop. The kick almost blocked, but it is going to be up and through the uprights. The kick is good. The field goal is good. It is 16-0 now. West Mifflin with the lead. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
Are you or a loved one seeking a vibrant and supportive community to call home? Look no further than the Addison of Moorhead Place, located in Indiana. The Addison of Moorhead Place offers more than just a place to live. It's a place to thrive. With their commitment to exceptional care and enriched living experiences, they invite you to discover the joys of retirement in a community that feels like family. Schedule a tour today and discover why the Addison of Moorhead Place Senior Living is more than just a place to live. It's a place to thrive.
Sometimes you don't realize how dirty something is until it's sparkling clean. That goes for your house. What a difference a whole house cleaning would make. Tees Window Cleaning will get rid of all that dirt, grime, and molds that builds on roofs, sidings, gutters, windowsills, and porches to make your home look brand new. Call today for a free estimate. Tees Window Cleaning at 724-840-4160 or on Facebook.
And now a deep kick here, going to be fielded, I believe, by Jones, who's going to take the football at the 20-yard line. Actually, we'll see. That was
was Quinn.
Yeah, Quinn.
Lipniscus.
I was going to say that didn't look like Roman Jones, and Quinn took the football down to the 20-yard line either way. So we have a Luther Ford drive summary.
Yeah, that was 4 plays. Technically, it's a 2-yard drive. Field goal was good at the 10:31 mark of the second quarter.
Good stand by the Indiana defense, though. Put in a tight spot there. Made some big plays, and we'll see if this offense can now take it down the field. Still a 2-possession game. And the ball is going to be handed to Rocco Cosentino. Taking it off the right side. He's going to pick up a nice gain on the first down. Takes it down near the 30-yard line. He's going to be close to a first down.
Should be close.
That's what's amazing about this first half is if Indiana can find a way to score here, technically, I mean, it's still a 2-possession game with it being 16-0 because they missed the extra point.
So it'll be a 2nd and 1 on the 29.
Actually, they spotted the beginning of the drive on the 21.
Oh, okay. So it'll be a 2nd and 2.
So here is Lipniscus. He's going to hand the football to Thomas. Up the middle, first down. Brought down after a few yards. But it will be an Indiana in first bank first down to about the 33-yard line.
Yeah, good job by Elijah Thomas. Again, as I said, he turns his shoulders and just kind of gets through the hole and drives those legs.
He's got deceptive speed. He's a power back. I think he can run with a head of steam, but he does have real nice speed. Here's Lipniscus back to pass. He's under some pressure. Rolls out to his right. He's going to fire the football out of bounds. Quinn had nowhere to go with that ball, and he was under some intense pressure. Did a great job just to be able to get rid of it. 2nd and 10.
And that right there is a good play by Quinn Lipniscus. Nothing's there. Don't try to force it. Live to fight another play.
So if you're looking at Darius Webb, he's really limping out there on that ankle injury.
I think he got injured on that last, you definitely noticed it in that last play. He's going to move Wyan over to the right-hand side. Here is Lipniscus rolling out to his right, following the blockers. This time they're going to slow him down a little bit, but he still picks up a nice gain on 2nd down. He's going to pick up maybe 4 yards. We'll see where they spot it. Well, they're going to spot him a little bit.
So it'll be a 3rd and 6 on the 37. You were right, Mark. 4 yards. Indiana needs to kind of try to pick this first down up here.
8:34 here in the first half. 16-0 West Mifflin. Here's Lipniscus in the shotgun. Back to throw. Under some pressure. He's going to try to move forward, but a great tackle. And that's Sayon Coleman, who has wrapped him up. And Quinn looked like he had a seam there. He might have been able to run through and try to make something happen, but Coleman swallowed him up and did not let him go.
Well, Tim Birch is punting tonight.
So it's going to be 4th and 9 now from the 34-yard line. And
normally it's Tyler Nelson.
And that is Birch back, ready to receive this snap. 7:40 on the clock here in the second quarter. Here is the kick, end over end. Gonna fall, and they do catch it. I think that was Robinson who came up and caught the football low. Dangerous attempt there, as he was right near the ground when he caught it, but He does catch the football. He is down by contact, and it's going to be taken over by West Mifflin at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, we do want to, Tim Birch doing the punting tonight and the place kicking. He's also a member of the Indiana soccer team who is having a tremendous season right now. They are in first place in their section with a couple weeks here to go. Shout out to Coach Todd Myers and the boys soccer team for all the work they're doing. And our girls soccer team, with a couple wins here, they could get into the playoffs. So
that's amazing.
Good stuff going on here at Indiana. The volleyball team's doing great things too. So I think they're in first place in their section.
Here is Ismaili back to throw. Looking to fire it deep down the field. He has got Degree wide open as he runs right past the defender. Boy, he just ran right past the coverage that time into the end zone for a huge touchdown. That's a 60-yard strike. Good coverage initially, but you just see the speed of Sincere Degree as he just burst forward. And he had that extra gear that he was able to run right past the defender. And nice ball delivered by Zahir Ismaili as well. Put that one right
on
into the arms. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was
beautiful play.
Drawn up perfectly and
hard to cover that speed. I mean, it's hard to cover a guy that can run like that. Almost have to bring a safety over to keep an eye on him.
And that's the rub. You bring the safety over, now you're vulnerable in the run game.
So that pass makes it 22-0, and the extra point is good, 23-0. We're going to come back with a West Mifflin kickoff when we return. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Hi, I'm Eric Brocious. Many of you know me as a high school teacher and a coach. What you didn't know, though, is I'm also a businessman, owner of EMB Computing. I'd like to invite you to our new state-of-the-art facility to see our line of computers, laptops, iPads, MacBooks, and accessories. If you're a business owner, we'll assist you with your networks, servers, workstations, printers, and even your business phone systems. We are located at 57 North 11th Street in Indiana, or you can find us on the web at embcomputing.com. We are your technology specialists.
They're not going to forget this young man, that's for sure.
And here is Quinn Lipniskus going to field this football at the 5-yard line, still on his feet, rolled down at about the 28. Go down to the sidelines to our sideline reports. Doug Steve.
Okay, thank you, Mark. And, Indiana defensively, they've not been able to get West Mifflin off the field. 3 touchdowns, 1 field goal, and just a few minutes ago, it seemed like, Mark, you said, hey, we're only two scores down. Now all of a sudden it's 3 scores, and you still have more than half the quarter left here in the second.
Sideline reports brought to you by Crimson Wealth Management as well as Blairsville Floor Covering. Good to have Doug back.
Yeah, it's always
Although
good to
Jeff
have Doug.
Cribbs has done a great job. Here's Lipniskus. Going to try to fire the football incomplete. I think he was looking for Parker Bowersox and well covered. I don't know if he caught the football, if he would have gained more than a yard anyways, but.
Yeah, and, that's the catch-22. You got to be able to protect if you want to throw the ball down the field.
Trips receivers to the right. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that quarterback sweep, and there it is. Lipniskus following his blockers, trying to find some room. This time the defense, though, is able to slow Quinn down. He picks up a couple, but going to face 3rd and long.
You know who made the tackle? Degree.
I know, Doc, you were talking about fall sports. We can't leave out the ladies tennis team in the Whitfield playoffs, and also the golf team just finished their season in the team playoffs of the WPIAL.
And the 5th and 6th grade football team has a big playoff game tomorrow as well, right, Doug?
I think there is a playoff game tomorrow. We have our work cut off us. Cambria Heights haven't lost in 3 years, but you know what? That's why you go and play the game.
3rd down and 7 for Quinn Lipniscus. He's got trips receivers to his left. He's going to roll out under some pressure. He's going to try to fire it. Was looking for Cosentino as he almost switched hands to try to get rid of the football as one of his hands is being dragged down, but incomplete pass. Good effort by Quinn just to try to get the football off, but
yeah, Indiana's going to have to punt this football away, and Tim Birch will come back on to do that.
You think of those first 2 drives. Yes, Indiana gave up a big touchdown drive on the opening possession to West Mifflin, but they marched right back and were really having their way with that West Mifflin defense until that interception, and they just never seemed to regain that momentum. Here is a nice kick. It's going to be fielded deep down and bobbled at about the 27-yard line. Indiana looking to grab Robinson. He breaks one tackle, just completely shoves down the one defender who's still down, and they're finally going to bring Robinson down at about the 31-yard line, but a very brutal stiff arm that time.
Yeah, it really was. Kevin Liu ended up making the tackle at the end of that. But yeah, you can see it on the rendered digital replay. He just said no.
Just kind of jerked the head back of the...
Yeah, I didn't see who it was who got the stiff arm, who was the recipient, but...
Well, they came off, so they're doing okay. But, and it was a great punt, though. I mean, that's one other thing to note, that it was a huge punt, and now West Mifflin does have it at the 31-yard line, but 6:06 left to go in the half, 23-0 West Mifflin. Here is going to be Hill. We haven't called his name in a while. We're going to call it right now as he breaks free into the open. 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Touchdown. Boy, I should have kept my mouth shut. As I said, haven't called Armand Hill's name, but in a couple drives, we called it right there as he scores from, what is that, 69 yards out?
Yes, sir.
And another quick strike for this West Mifflin offense. And Indiana's reeling right now. Both sides of the football, they are in a bad way, 29-0. As I said, a couple opening drives, it seemed somewhat promising with this team, and it just has gone downhill since. Extra point is up. It is good. 29-0. West Mifflin with the lead. 30-0, excuse me. 5:52 left to go in the half. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
What sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
Every year, we go on a search for great snacks or treats. Children enjoy more than just candy on Halloween. The best sources of calcium are milk, yogurt, and cheese. Kids like us love string cheese because it's tasty and fun to pull, twist, and eat. And parents love string cheese because it's rich in calcium, whatever that is. So give us kids the fun and goodness we are looking for. Make it a very dairy Halloween. A message from Allied Milk Producers.
And across the 30 to about the 32-yard line. Actually, that's Roman Jones. Thought that was a 2. That is a 7, I believe.
No, you're right. It was a 2.
Joseph, it was a 2. Okay. The 2 looked like a 7. Oh, the bottom of his jersey was. Stop making excuses, Mark. Just these old eyes. I just can't seem to read numbers well anymore. I should have brought my cheaters.
I have a good friend that helps me, Ryan Coburn. He might be able to help you. I don't know.
I got mine on.
Here's the handoff up the middle. Going to be a first down carry. Nice first down carry by Thomas, who's going to take it across the 30 to about the 36-yard line. Maybe to the 37. We'll see where they spot it. 5:30 left to go in this half. 30-0 West Mifflin. West Mifflin has had some quick strike ability. We talked about their playmakers. They have quite a few. Armand Hill, Sincere Degree. Drop back to pass. Here's Lipniscus. Oh, it looked like Quinn had a little bit of running room, and it just got tripped a little bit by Sayon Coleman.
Yeah, if he's able to break that tackle, I think he's got room to run.
He had a lot of room on that left side, it looked like, and
he lost one on that. Here's the Dowds of Plumville replay.
So he was under some pressure. Boy, they just looked like just got a hand on his leg and tripped him up enough that it lost a yard where he looked like he was easily going to have a first down on that carry. But instead, we're looking at a 3rd and 6 now. Lipniscus going to roll to his right. He's back to pass. He's going to throw the football on the bobbled incomplete pass. So Wyant was the intended receiver, and John just bobbled it, could not hold on to it. Would have been close. If he holds on, who knows? But either way, it's going to be a 4th down for Indiana. So they're going to have to punt it away. I'd like to wish a happy birthday today to my youngest, Jonah. Turns 9 tonight.
That's a big birthday.
You are getting old, Mark.
Where's the cake?
I am.
You
It's at
didn't bring
home.
a cake?
It's at home.
What about us? Doug likes cake.
Well, we should have brought something. Here's a punt, end over end. It's going to bounce at the 32, keeps rolling. And boy,
he touched it. One of the West Mifflin players, it bounced up and he touched it.
So they're going to drop the ball about the 22 is where they'll position it. Yeah, the cake's at home. I'm here. He's watching his older brother play hockey out in Pittsburgh.
All right.
So, as usual, we're never at home to celebrate much.
Well, you were with us, last week on your birthday?
I was. That's exactly
so,
right.
You know, and there was no cake then. I should have got you cake last week.
It's okay. It's okay.
While we're at birthdays, you know, my co-coach in Pee Wee, Mike Carnivale, had the big 5-0 yesterday. I brought cupcakes for all the players yesterday.
I saw the.
And he ate them all.
Why didn't you bring?
We didn't eat them all. I know one young man who had at least one.
Yeah, Eli had a few.
Here's going to be the handoff to Hill. Goes on the left-hand side. He's going to be still on his feet as he picks up a first down. Finally pushed out of bounds at about the 36, 37-yard line. Actually, they're going to say he stepped out at the 35. 30-0 West Mifflin with the lead. 4:09 left to go in the half, and
you know, Mark, I do want to send out some thoughts and prayers. I have some family that's down in the Tampa Bay area. Thank God they're all healthy. Everybody's safe, but my sister's house sustained some damage. But everybody's healthy, and that's all that matters. But those folks down in Florida have a tremendous amount of cleanup. So your thoughts and prayers are appreciated.
Here's going to be the handoff to the fullback up the middle as he fights forward for a first down, it looks like. And the fullback, is that Carswell? No, that's...
Is that 34?
34.
That's Devin Brown. So Devin Brown, another sophomore. We talked Hill's a sophomore. Sincere Degree's a sophomore.
Yeah, this team's got some talent. That's for sure.
And here is Hill is going to cape the football again. Boy, is he quick. Takes it in Indiana territory down near the Indiana 40-yard line. You're right, he's very graceful on his feet, but he is so quick and just has that quick sidestep of his is dangerous.
Once he hits the hole, look out, because he's got some serious burst.
Got a sincere burst.
I wasn't even going there. But sincerely, he can run.
Yes. And they run a lot out of this I formation, which is something we're not used to seeing in the
quarterback
conference.
under center. And
here's Hill again, up the middle. This time he's going to meet some resistance.
Yeah, the resistance, and still a 5-yard gain.
But that's actually, I think this is number 5. This wasn't Hill who carried it this time. It was Jarrell Mason.
All right.
So
you know, you only got a 5-yard gain.
But he, still was able to find.
Again, some of it comes back to you look at their front. They've got some big guys that are just able to eat up blocks and allow these running backs to find their hole.
Oh, that absolutely helps. And then you got the speed with some of these skilled players for West Mifflin. It's impressive. 2:11 left to go in the half. West Mifflin on the move again. Here's Ismaili back to pass. He's going to fire it. Again, he looks to try to hit Degree. Good coverage, though, down the field. Roman Jones step for step.
Breakup.
Ball might have been just a hair underthrown that time.
See it on the Dowds of Plumville replay. Yep, Roman just was able to get a hand in there and just strip that ball away from Sincere Degree. Or that would have been an easy touchdown.
That was the same pass pattern that Degree scored on earlier in this football game.
I want to thank our cameraman, Nathan Miller, for all the good shots he's given us tonight, and our producer, Samantha Snedden, and back at the mothership, Garrett Clark.
Back to the running game here, and I believe that's Mason again. Going to take it near a first down carry, and they are going to give him the first down at the 30-yard line, so Jarrell Mason in there. He's a freshman.
Yeah, there's a minute 45 on the clock. West Mifflin has all 3 timeouts, so time is not a factor.
So first down and 10. They're already leading 30-0. This team's going to be one to contend with here in the next couple of years with some of the speed and size that they have up front.
And they're going to do some, you know, they're going to do some damage here in this conference. You know, they've played their tough 2. They got Mars and McKeesport out of the way.
Here is going to be Mason again. Is going to be hit. I believe that's Cosentino. No. Trying to see if... Yeah, it is Rocco. Makes the tackle. Going to pick up about 6 or 7.
And I'll get a quick comment from Coach Wright here at the half.
Absolutely. West Mifflin not in any hurry. It's down to about 53 seconds.
Yeah, they've got all their timeouts. They can run whatever they want right now, and they're staying in the huddle. Now, again, the play clocks are not working again tonight. Last week they had an issue with the play clocks as well.
2nd and 3.
So the referees keep that on the field.
Ball on the 23. Ismaili in the shotgun. He's going to roll to his left. He's going to try to fire it. Throws it out of bounds as he was looking for Degree. Just overthrew him, and incomplete pass. It's going to be 4th down. Well, I believe, let's see. Was it 3rd down there?
Yeah, this is 3rd down.
This is 3rd down.
That was 2nd and 3. This will be 3rd and 3.
So. No, that's right. The first down carry of... So we are going to be looking at a 3rd down and 3, but under 30 seconds left to go in this half.
Yeah, Indiana's going to go with their big personnel here. Took a defensive back out. And then, of course, West Mifflin comes out and spreads, so Indiana's going to burn timeout.
We got a Luxembourg Jewelers timeout on our hands. We'll be back in 30 seconds. AM 1450 WDAD 100.3 FM, Renda Digital TV. Back after this.
In the community since 1953, Blairsville Floor Covering offers a wide variety of stunning floor options, from luxury vinyl plank and hardwood to indoor and outdoor carpet. Located at 26 West Market Street in Blairsville, they've set the gold standard in customer service for over 70 years. Stop by today or call 724-459-9350. Blairsville Floor Covering, where expert service and top-notch quality come together to transform your space. Blairsville Floor Covering. We've got it covered.
When it comes to screen printing and promotional items, nobody does it better than S&S Screen Printing of Indiana. Stop in and check out how S&S Screen Printing can help your business, school, or booster club grow with a full line of apparel and promotional items. Or visit them online and see the full lineup at snscreenprinting.net. SNSScreenPrinting.net. Yes, SNSScreenPrinting.net. SNS Screen Printing, 1200 School Street in Indiana. At SNS Screen Printing, they do it right here.
Yes, they did, because they went big people and West Mifflin spread them out. Went 4 wides.
So we have Cobb split out to the right, Degree to the left. I formation behind Ismaili. Handoff is going to be up the middle. The give is going to be to Mason, who's going to, just dances in between 2 different defenders. Indiana doesn't do a great job of tackling there as Mason takes it 23 yards for a touchdown. That was too easy. As we look at that Dowds replay, he just danced around one defender, made a quick cut inside from another, and jumped over the third. 3 guys had a chance to tackle him, and instead it's a 23-yard touchdown run. It's 36-0, and now we're going to be in the mercy rule here to start the second half. Doug Steve's going to have some comments from Coach Wright before we go to our halftime show. Extra point is up and good. 37-0. Going to take a quick 30-second timeout and come back with the end of this half. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, Renda Digital TV. Back.
To be a champion, you need to have teamwork, great skills, good conditioning, and above all, you need to stay healthy. But if injury occurs, you need a team of specialists that can get you back in the game. Indiana Total Therapy has been helping area athletes for years. Indiana Total Therapy, with 3 locations, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge in Blairsville, Shelley Drive in Indiana, and at the Human Motion Institute on the campus of IRMC. ITT, the best in our field, and voted Best Physical Therapy in the Best of Indiana County contest.
MarionCenterBank.com. Looking for a bank that's rooted in your community? Looking for a bank that has all the latest options that a hometown bank should have? For personal and business banking, home loans and student loans, and fraud protection that's state-of-the-art, trust Marion Center Bank. With locations servicing Indiana, Armstrong, and Cambria counties. Struggling with student loan applications and decisions? Now is the perfect time to inquire about student loans at Marion Center Bank. MarionCenterBank.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Going to be fielded by Indiana, about the 28-yard line. I believe that's going to be Joseph again, takes the return up to the 28. We'll see if Indiana elects to run a play or just kneels on this. Again, stick with us here. We're going to hear from Coach Wright right before we go to our halftime show. We do have a feature at halftime featuring Dr. Dan Clark with Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So stay tuned for that with our SCG Hobby halftime show coming up next. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Here is Lipniskus handing it off up the middle. Thomas breaks a tackle, then he's going to be tripped up and going to get right near the line of scrimmage. That's where he's going to be dropped. Doesn't look like Indiana is going to stop this clock. Let's get down to the sidelines with Doug Steve.
Okay, thank you, Mark. Coach, your first drive, you got the ball. You took it the whole way downfield through that interception in the end zone, but West Mifflin, their speed, it's tough to defend.
Yeah, and their size. I mean, I think when they started out the game, they had 3 kids on the line at over 300 pounds. I think our heaviest kid's maybe 240. All right, so you got a big-time mismatch up front there. But, yeah, they have some athletes and some speed. They have a Division I running back, and, you know, we knew what he's touted to be, and he's showing it. He's a 1,000-yard rusher for a good reason.
Okay, go get him in the second half.
Okay, thanks, Doug.
There you have it, head coach Brad Wright, and we'll send it back upstairs.
And Coach wasn't wrong. You can see exactly why he's being looked at by some Division I scouts. Impressive runner, that Armand Hill. But it is 37-0 West Mifflin with the lead as we begin our SCG Hobby halftime show. Stay with us. We'll recap the first half, take a look at our First Commonwealth Bank quick stats, and also have the first half or the halftime feature featuring Dr. Dan Clark. That's all coming up more on our SCG Hobby halftime show. 37-0 West Mifflin with the lead. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV. Back at.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a Trusted Choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
More choices and more savings at Walbeck Insurance. 479-9378. 479-9378.
This is Chief Justin Shaw with the Indiana Borough Police Department. Like your favorite team on the field, we're here for you before, during, and after the game. We take pride in being part of our community, from attending local events to engaging with students to caring for families. We're only a phone call away. Our team's mission is simple: your peace, safety, and comfort. The men and women of the Indiana Borough Police Department and our first responding partners are committed to serving and protecting you on and off the field. So as you cheer on your team, know that we've got your back. Stay safe, Indiana.
What's the most popular 5-passenger SUV in central Pennsylvania? That's an easy one. It's the Mitsubishi Outlander Sport, of course. You see them everywhere. I mean everywhere. And why not? It's by far the greatest value on the market. With more standard features than most, great fuel economy, and the best warranty on the planet, buying a new Outlander Sport's an easy choice above all others. You gotta have one. Get your best Mitsubishi deal today at the Mitsubishi Giant.
5-star Mitsubishi. It doesn't get better than this.
Wow! Quick, Ken, we're getting higher and higher!
Almost as high as the closing fees on those mortgages we sold last month.
And we keep getting higher!
I know! Our closing costs are making us a fortune right now!
They sure are, but I meant we are getting higher towards the moon!
Hey, and the best thing is our customers can't find us up here!
Tired of closing costs and hidden fees going to the moon? Are you fed up with online mortgage companies treating you like an astronaut who doesn't have problems with things going higher and higher? Refinancing or purchasing a new home? InFirst Bank is here for you. They've been the trusted local mortgage lender for over 100 years. They won't surprise you with increased closing costs or hidden fees, only personalized service. They'll work with you every step of the way to get you into the home of your dreams. InFirst Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
InFirst Bank, here for you since 1922.
The game recap, West Mifflin won the toss, elected to receive, and their opening drive, they took the ball 6 plays, 80 yards. A young man we mentioned a lot in this first half was sophomore Armand Hill, and he capped off the drive with a 4-yard touchdown run, 6 plays, 80 yards. Indiana then got the football and was able to drive the ball themselves. They moved the ball very, very well, kept it for over 5 minutes on their opening possession, but late in that drive, an interception on the 4-yard line gave West Mifflin the football back, and it took them 5 plays. Ended up going 92 yards in 2 minutes, 54 seconds, and big pass play to Sincere Degree was a 43-yard pass play from the freshman quarterback Zahir Ismaili, and that 43-yard strike made it 13-0. The extra point was no good. Indiana then's offense began to struggle a little bit. Actually, on the next possession, the ensuing kickoff, Indiana bobbled the kickoff. It was loose on the ground. They lost sight of it. West Mifflin grabbed it, took it over, and was able to recover at the 4-yard line. Indiana's defense stood tall, though, and was able to force a field goal attempt. It was good. It was a 16-0 score, and West Mifflin got the football back a little bit later, and the next 2 drives, quick drives, and they are both deadly and very fast. A 60-yard one-play drive. It was a 60-yard pass play from Ismaili to Degree, and that was made it 23-0, and then a 69-yard Hill touchdown run that made it 30-0, and then late in that half, the very last drive for West Mifflin, they were able to take it 9 plays, 78 yards, scoring with just 20 seconds left to go was 37-0. That was Mason who was running the football. Jarrell Mason came in and ran the football, and he took it 23 yards in for the score. 37-0 is the halftime score. We're going to come back, and when we return, Pat has a nice interview with Dr. Dan Clark from Indiana Regional Medical Center, with October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we're going to hear from Dr. Clark, who's doing a fantastic job over there. And then when we come back, we're going to see the First Commonwealth Bank quick stats, halftime adjustments, and more. You're listening to AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, Renda Digital TV, back with the SCG Hobby Halftime Show when we return.
Hi, I'm Eric Brocious. Many of you know me as a high school teacher and a coach. What you didn't know, though, is I'm also a businessman, owner of EMB Computing. I'd like to invite you to our new state-of-the-art facility to see our line of computers, laptops, iPads, MacBooks, and accessories. If you're a business owner, we'll assist you with your networks, servers, workstations, printers, and even your business phone systems. We are located at 57 North 11th Street in Indiana, or you can find us on the web at embcomputing.com. We are your technology specialists.
At Grand Beginnings Children's Center, their focus is on growing and teaching children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
It's football season, and before you know it, Mother Nature will say time to turn off the AC and crank up the furnace. Have you had your furnace checked lately? If not, call Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning in Indiana. They're this area's authorized Train dealer. Anderson's can give your furnace a full checkup to make sure it's ready for fall and winter. Don't wait. The game clock is ticking down for cooler temps. Call Anderson's at 724-465-8923. Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning. PA license 677.
Renda Digital TV is Indiana County's leading live stream service. Our team of dedicated producers and on-air personalities work hard to bring you network-level event and sports coverage to your fingertips. And if you can't make it, every live stream is archived, so you never miss a minute. And for you IUP football fans, Renda Digital TV is the exclusive home of Hawk Talk, airing every Monday during the season. Subscribe to Renda Digital TV for free today.
Cancer awareness and the innovative ways IRMC is treating breast cancer. Dr. Clark, thank you for joining us today.
Oh, happy to
Garrett,
be here.
how long is that feature?
So we look around town and it's October, so we see pink everywhere.
513.
Year-round mission for you and the folks at IRMC, correct?
That's correct. You know, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but of course, breast cancer doesn't pick October to affect people, so we've done things here to really be aggressive with the treatment year-round.
Can you provide us some guidance on breast cancer screenings, when to start, and how often screening should be done?
Absolutely. There recently has been some confusion about that because different recommendations came from different areas. And the National Clinical Cancer Network got together. That's all the major cancer centers across the country. MD Anderson, Sloan Kettering, Hopkins, Mayo, Cleveland Clinic, over 25 of them. They set up the standards for cancer, everything, all treatment, screening for all types of cancer. And their breast experts across the country at all these different cancer centers came up. They look at all the data, all the relevant issues out there, and come up with the evidence-based recommendations. And that evidence base is that women should start screening at age 40 with a mammogram every year for the rest of their lives. There's no age cutoff. It's more based on your health than anything else. And that is because it's been shown that the biggest decrease in mortality for breast cancer is actually between the women between the ages of 40 to 50. And so we've had more success and better outcomes in early screening than waiting till later in life.
So is that why getting a routine mammogram is crucial?
Absolutely. You know, there's other studies that have come along, but nothing has replaced mammogram as far as the sensitivity for screening. You know, there's breast MRI, there's breast ultrasound. They actually pick up far fewer things than mammogram does. We supplement mammogram sometimes with ultrasound and MRI, but right now the best thing we have out there is the 3D mammography for annual screening.
And we have that here at IRMC?
Yes, absolutely. We have it throughout all of our systems here. When I first arrived 4.5 years ago, they only had one 3D mammogram here alone. The other one was not a 3D, it was a 2D, and down in Blairsville it was 2D. We have upgraded all our mammograms. It's been 4 years ago now that all of them are all 3D mammography.
Okay. So obviously you're talking to a football audience here today. How can spouses or partners or family members support women in their lives that are battling breast cancer?
Well, unfortunately, I can speak from personal experience. My wife was diagnosed with breast cancer 11 years ago, and she's a breast radiologist, and the two of us, of course, have more knowledge than most people do about breast cancer. But the thing I can tell you is to just be there with them. You know, I'm a busy surgeon. I took time off, and I was at the chemotherapy treatments with my wife. I was at her bedside when I needed to be. My kids, I was there for my kids. It affects the family. My kids were in grade school at the time. It was rough on the whole family, and it affects more than just the patient undergoing that. And I have to say that I did not have a full comprehension of how it affects the entire family until it affected us.
So does that give you a better perspective as a surgeon and a doctor that treats patients?
I think it really does, you know, and I think my wife would tell you that it gives her, even though she's a breast radiologist and been doing it forever, it gave her a much more in-depth understanding, having gone through, you know, chemotherapy and surgery herself. So, yeah, I think it's given me a much better, thorough understanding when it hits home like that. Now I really see what happens on the other side, not just in the office and in the hospital.
Why do you think it's important for IRMC to partner with, you know, like we're talking about breast cancer awareness with football games, whether it's IUP, Indiana High School, you know, doing those type of partnerships for community outreach? How does that help you here at IRMC?
Well, we need to get the word out, like you asked about screening for mammography, because like every cancer out there, early detection leads to saving lives. And by getting mammograms early, and that's for the average risk woman. If a woman has an increased risk, family history or extra dense breasts or things like that, we change those screening guidelines, you know, and they may need a mammogram sooner than 40. So just getting the word out will save your life, you know.
Well, Dr. Clark, I would like to thank you so much for sharing this very important information and for all the work you and the IRMC does to promote breast cancer awareness. We really appreciate everything that you do here at IRMC, and it's a true community benefit to have such a world-class center right here in our own hometown. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll be back with more after this.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Save up to $12,000 on a new F-150 at Luther Ford. At Luther Ford, buy a new 2024 F-150 4x4 XLT Super Crew full hybrid and save up to $12,000. Or buy a new 2024 Ford F-150 Super Duty 4x4 XLT Super Crew and save up to $8,000. Wow! And everyone qualifies. Luther Ford with 2 locations and twice the inventory. The savings are huge. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City, and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
Don't miss the Dowd 74th anniversary sale. Whether you want to furnish one room or your entire home, you'll save big. Right now, buy one item at Dowd's special sale price and get a second item of equal or lesser value at half off. That's right, every other item at half off. Plus, get 1 year free financing. The Dowd 74th anniversary sale. Drive a little, save a lot. Dowd's of Plumville and Greensburg.
Doesn't your home deserve Dowds?
Looking for unbeatable savings on TV and internet? Bundle and save with Dish TV and HughesNet satellite internet. Now you can get $5 off each bill and lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Dish TV packages start at just $84.99 a month, and HughesNet plans begin at $59.99 a month. Call SeaWorld Satellites today at 724-463-3200 and start saving. SeaWorld Satellites, your one-stop shop for TV and internet savings.
Serving the community since 1953, Blairsville Floor Covering offers a wide variety of stunning floor options, from luxury vinyl plank and hardwood to indoor and outdoor carpet. Located at 26 West Market Street in Blairsville, they've set the gold standard in customer service for over 70 years. Stop by today or call 724-459-9350. Blairsville Floor Covering, where expert service and top-notch quality come together to transform your space. Blairsville Floor Covering. We've got it covered.
To be a champion, you need to have teamwork, great skills, good conditioning, and above all, you need to stay healthy. But if injury occurs, you need a team of specialists that can get you back in the game. Indiana Total Therapy has been helping area athletes for years. Indiana Total Therapy, with 3 locations, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge in Blairsville, Shelley Drive in Indiana, and at the Human Motion Institute on the campus of IRMC. ITT, the best in our field, and voted Best Physical Therapy in the Best of Indiana County contest.
Be halftime show, 37-0 West Mifflin with the lead. Pat Doherty's here with our first Commonwealth Bank quick stats.
Yeah, well, let's just start total yardage. West Mifflin, 382 yards. Indiana, 66 total yards. That kind of sums it up.
Yeah.
So let's look here real quick. For Indiana, Quinn Lipniskus was 1 of 7 for 5 yards with an interception. Elijah Thomas had 6 carries, 15 yards. Quinn Lipniskus, 9 carries for 37 yards. Rocco Cosentino, 1 carry for 9 yards. So that's the bulk of your offense for Indiana. Now let's look at West Mifflin real quick. Their freshman quarterback, he was 3 of 6, 124 yards, 2 touchdowns, and that's Mr. Ishmaeli. Now let's talk about, and his name is
Armand
escaping me. Yeah, thank you. We've only said it a million times tonight. Armand Hill, the sophomore, 12 carries, 196 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Wow.
Let's see, Sincere Degree. How has he done tonight receiving? 3 receptions, 124 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Now here's the crazy thing. West Mifflin only committed 1 penalty.
Yeah.
Now I think Indiana only committed 1 penalty.
Well, they had that on. They may have had 2. They had on unsportsmanlike and I think offsides where they jumped. So maybe only 2, but still.
Our statistician has 1 penalty for 4 yards because it was a half the distance to the goal, and they had one illegal procedure penalty or illegal formation. So otherwise, it's been a clean game as far as penalties go. But unfortunately, Indiana just kind of getting boat raced a little bit in that. Offensively, they had no answer for the skill of West Mifflin.
37-0 is our halftime score. West Mifflin with the lead. We're going to come back with our keys to the second half. When we return, you're listening to AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Looking for unbeatable savings on TV and internet? Bundle and save with Dish TV and HughesNet satellite internet. Now you can get $5 off each bill and lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Dish TV packages start at just $84.99 a month, and HughesNet plans begin at $59.99 a month. Call SeaWorld Satellites today at 724-463-3200 and start saving. SeaWorld Satellites, your one-stop shop for TV and internet savings.
What sets one insurance agency apart from another? Building relationships. Hunt & Blues Insurance prides themselves on building strong, personal relationships with their clients. Hunt & Blues is an independent agency offering you choices to get you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, life, or retirement, you want an agency working in your best interest. And that's Hunt & Blues Insurance, 2 locations, Indiana and Johnstown.
Jewelers would like to let the community know that due to unfortunate flooding circumstances at their downtown location, they have temporarily moved their inventory to their Indiana Mall store. Elegance and affordability like never before at Luxembourg's overflowing Indiana Mall location. Now is the perfect time to take advantage of Luxembourg's store-wide sale. So if you're looking for breathtaking engagement rings or searching for a stunning Christmas gift, there's no need to wait. Now is the time to visit the store-wide sale at Luxembourg's Jewelers Indiana Mall location.
It is West Mifflin with the lead. Nice to see this sea of pink here as we support breast cancer awareness with the fans, with the band, with the players. Everybody has a little bit of pink on, it seems, here on the Indiana side. So that's nice support for that great cause. And Pat, time to take a look at our halftime adjustments, keys to the second half, whatever you want to call them, I guess.
Yeah, our second half adjustments. I mean, Indiana just has to reach down and decide, are we going to play this game out or are we just going to pack it in? You know, it's easy when you're down 37-0 to just kind of question where you're at, but they really have to have a gut check here and at least try to make something positive. They're going to get the ball to start the second half. I would hope that they go back to that running attack like they had in that first drive and, you know, just try to get something positive going.
How do you slow down Hill?
Well, I'd be very surprised if you see much more of Hill. He's got almost 200 yards on the night. You know, if I'm West Mifflin, I'm not sure, other than maybe a drive or two, I don't think we're going to see much of him. At least if I were coaching West Mifflin with his talent, we wouldn't see him.
Well, and if you're getting those kind of looks, too, from D1 schools, I don't think they want him out there in these situations.
Get the touches. And, you know, they're a team, West Mifflin, 2-5, 0-2 in the section. You know, they're trying to build some momentum and some positive things. And, you know, these guys are young guys, too. They have a lot of young guys. So we're going to see these guys for the at least next year as well with the realignment. So, you know, Indiana just has to come out and decide, what are they going to do? I mean, gut check time for these kids. And we'll see.
37-0 is our score. We're going to come back with the second half kickoff. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, Renda Digital TV. Back with the second half after this.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Hi, this is State Representative Jim Struzzi, and I'm proud to serve the 62nd Legislative District. We take pride in our communities, and I'm proud to support our area teams and all our students, wishing them the best of luck this school year. As we approach this year's election, I encourage you to make your voice heard, whether by mail or on the polls at Election Day. I am grateful for your past support, proud of the progress we've made together, and even more excited about the future. The best is yet to come.
What sets one insurance agency apart from another? Building relationships. Hunt & Blues Insurance prides themselves on building strong, personal relationships with their clients. Hunt & Blues is an independent agency offering you choices to get you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, life, or retirement, you want an agency working in your best interest. And that's Hunt & Blues Insurance, 2 locations, Indiana and Johnstown.
Hello, this is attorney Patrick Doherty. In sports, teamwork is important. That's why I'm pleased to announce the addition of attorney Amy Doherty to my team. Whether it's criminal law, divorce, child custody, child support, wills and estates, or buying and selling a home, our team is here for you. Visit us at 737 Water Street in downtown Indiana to discuss how our team can work for you. Good luck this season from the law office of Patrick Doherty.
Ready for our second half kickoff, brought to you by Grand Beginnings Children's Center. Get your children ready to shine at Grand Beginnings Children's Center. Also sponsoring Points for Kids. Here is the kickoff, going to be bounced and fielded by Jones at the 15-yard line. I'm sorry, that's Joseph at the 15-yard line. He's going to carry it across the 25 to about the 26. So Trayvon Joseph with a decent carry to give the Indiana offense a start at about the 27. And Pat said your keys to the game, let's see what this team comes out and what they look like when they come out, what kind of pride they're going to have and what they want out of this second half.
Yeah, I mean, the last couple of weeks they've had good opening drives in the second half. Can they do it tonight?
First down and 10 for Quinn Lipniscus. He's going to hand the football off to Thomas. Takes it right to the original line of scrimmage, but he's going to be hit, pushed backwards. So Brown Demery, big number 55. We've seen him in on a lot of plays. He's 6'3", 315.
Yeah, they really have some good size.
He's one of the few seniors on the team. Second down and 10. There's a man in motion. Lipniscus back to pass. He's going to fire it in the flat. Hits Bowersox, but Bowersox is hit. And Parker's actually going to lose a couple of yards. That was a great job by
number 4, Sincere
Degree, who had great coverage that time, and he hit Parker immediately. And it's going to be 3rd and long. Well, would have liked to have seen Indiana try to come out and do some of the running that they did in that opening drive, but it doesn't seem like West Mifflin's really given them much to even attempt right now. 3rd down and 13. Here is Lipniscus. He's going to be back to pass. He wanted to try to run that one, but he's going to be swallowed up. And I think that's Brown Demery again, who swallows him up for a big sack. And it's a big guy with a big sack there who dropped him for about a 10-yard loss. 315 pounds.
Yeah, that wouldn't feel good getting that landing on you.
Push him back to about the 18-yard line where they're going to punt the football away. 4th down and 20. So not the start that we've seen from the Indiana team the last couple of weeks. Nice end-over-end kick. Here is Degree. He's going to bobble the football. I think he touched it. Indiana has the football at the 49-yard line. They do. Boy, there's a break that we were looking for. I'll tell you, Degree has not made many errors in this game. Actually, he's made one, and that was it. He stepped up and was looking down the field before he had that ball. And when he took his eyes off the ball, went right through his arms. Great job by Indiana to get that ball, and now the offense has another chance.
Yeah, he was looking to make a play. He took his eyes downfield. Clearly, you could see it from up here in the box that he had nothing but green in front of him. He thought he was going to get a big play, and unfortunately, you got to secure the catch.
You got a big play for Indiana. Here's Lipniscus back to pass, and that ball thrown over the hands of Parker Bowersox, thrown a little bit high. Good thing that they didn't have any other defenders over there, because that ball was tipped in the air a little bit. That's usually one of those, if you see a defender over there, it goes right into their hands and they take it the other way for a pick 6. But
and this, as we talked about, it is a running clock with the lead 37 points.
So the ball is right at midfield after that bobbled punt, recovered by Indiana. 2nd down and 10. 8 minutes left to go here in this 3rd quarter. And we got a flag. We talked about not a lot of flags in the first half, but Indiana's going to be guilty of the first one here in the second half with a legal procedure.
That'll push them back into their own territory.
So 2nd down and 15 now. 7:40 to go. 37-0. West Mifflin does have the lead. They were impressive in that first half. Bauer Sox in motion. Here's Lipniskus. He's going to roll to his left. Swallowed up. And boy, that was a great job. I think that was number 16 who first got in there. Did not make the tackle. That's Rudolph, Elijah Rudolph. But he forced Quinn inside and never allowed Quinn to get outside to follow his blockers.
Yeah, and Mr. Brown Demery was there to clean up. So it's 3rd and 18 now.
That play had worked before when Quinn was able to get outside the tackle box and be able to follow his blockers, and not doing it there. Trips receivers to the left, and they're just a jailbreak as Quinn just ducked for cover, and he's still on the ground.
He's down.
Oh my.
Coming back off of an injury.
You don't want your quarterback taking a hit like that.
That was like a jailbreak.
You got to find a way to do something to slow those guys down. Even if you just fall down at that point, you can't allow your quarterback to take that kind of a shot, and he does, and it's 4th and 24. So
Indiana went backwards on that by 16 yards.
They were facing a 4th and 20 when they punted it away and got the fumbled punt. Got the ball right back, and 4th and 24 now. Here's a low kick. Going to bounce inside the 35, still rolling into about the 31-yard line where Indiana will down it. So another nice punt. I believe that's Birch again.
Yep.
So under 6 minutes left to go in this 3rd quarter.
This is where, with Quinn coming back from an injury, this is the point of the game where maybe I'd even one of my other quarterbacks of this game and try to save Quinn for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I would agree with that, Doug. See if what Mr. Strack can do at quarterback. I think that's what we got to start looking at.
And it's senior night, and I know you want your seniors to get your time out there, but
you don't want to get
you also
hurt.
can't. Yeah, you don't want the injuries, and that last drive was scary. Back to pass. Ismaili is back and he has lots of time. He's going to throw it deep down the field, but it's well out of the reach of Sincere Degree. Good coverage down the field by Indiana's secondary as they were not giving Ismaili anything to look for.
Yeah, this is where, you're up 37-0. And I don't mind passing the ball when you, on the very first play, you try to go deep. That just, gives me the wrong feeling.
I agree with that. I mean, what numbers are you looking to put up at this point?
I mean, granted, there are only 2 and 5. I understand that, but you remember those things down the road.
So Zahir Ismaili under center this time. He's going to hand the football off and running up the middle for about 9 yards, almost 10 yards, is going to be Mason.
I'd rather they throw the ball, Doug.
No, I don't mind. I mean, I don't mind throwing the ball, just normal passes. But when you go back deep to try to throw a long pass 40 yards downfield, that's what just rubs me the wrong way.
I was being sarcastic because when they ran the ball, they just picked up a first down.
That's Jarrell Mason in at running back. So you were right. I mean, we haven't seen a lot of Armand Hill since late in the first half. We haven't needed to. Mason's done a pretty good job, but again, but behind that offensive line, it's not hard to do.
Yeah.
It's going to be the handoff to the fullback this time.
Now you wonder, they have all these young players, West Mifflin. Who's there to play for JVs tomorrow morning?
I don't know.
Yeah, they don't have a big team in terms of numbers, so that is a good point to make.
I mean,
so Devin Brown with the carry there.
Yeah, I'm looking across the field now. Several of those players that are along the sideline are seniors that don't play.
Well, we'll see.
It's going to be 2nd down and 7 now from their own 44-yard line. Here is Mason up the middle. He's going to be hit by John Wyatt. Fights forward, though, and actually falls forward. Picks up a handful of yards but is going to be short of the first down by about 3. So 3rd and 3. Threes are wild as we're under 3 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. 37-0.
See if Indiana can get a stop here and get the football back. Clock's rolling at 2:40.
Mason is the tailback in I formation. Ishmael is going to hand it to him, and Mason finds some running room across the 40-yard line. He's still in Indiana territory as he fights his way forward to the 32-yard line of Indiana. About a 15-yard pickup for Jarrell Mason there. We'll see him exactly where they spot him.
Trent Buffalo and Trayvon Joseph on that tackle. They put the ball, it's sitting right at the 33.
Team is impressive to watch with some of these. They've got some skill and they've got some speed. And those guys up front have been wreaking havoc all night on both sides of the football. And some of those big guys, they're playing both ways too. And
yep.
They don't get too fatigued, at least they haven't so far. There's Mason again up the middle. It's going to pick up about another 5 yards.
Get off to number 5, Mason.
It's going to set the ball where? Right around the 27?
27-yard line. Minute 12 here in the the third quarter. And running clock as we are in the mercy rule, 37-0. So see what West Mifflin elects to do here on 2nd down and 5. They're going to pass, back to pass. He's going to hit his receiver. This time he hits Tyrone Leonard. It's going to be bobbled, and Indiana has the football, taking it the other way. Across the 50-yard line, still on his feet. And I believe that's Roman Jones who has the ball.
Well, there's a little something exciting.
As we look at that Dowds replay.
Yeah, and what happened was they just poked the ball out and it went right into Leonard, caught the ball and it got poked out and right into Roman Jones' hands.
Maybe that's karma for them throwing long passes again.
There you go, Doug.
You might be right. They went on 2nd and 5. They went to the air, which, I mean, you're picking up 5 yards a chunk. I just keep running the football at this point in time. That's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 37-0. West Mifflin with the lead. Indiana has the ball when we return. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, Renda Digital TV. Back in 60 seconds.
Up to $12,000 on a new F-150 at Luther Ford. At Luther Ford, buy a new 2024 F-150 4x4 XLT Super Crew full hybrid and save up to $12,000. Or buy a new 2024 Ford F-150 Super Duty 4x4 XLT Super Crew and save up to $8,000. Wow! And everyone qualifies. Luther Ford with 2 locations and twice the inventory. The savings are huge. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City, and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
At Grand Beginnings Children's Center, their focus is on growing and teaching children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
Boy, Indiana has no answer, and they're not given Quinn any time at all in the backfield. They're just every play he drops back, he's got somebody in his face immediately, and that's another big loss on the play.
Yeah, there's nothing more frustrating than, it's a pass down and West Mifflin just pinning their ears back and they're getting to Quinn. They're getting to him before he even gets out of his drop.
And this is off another turnover, too. They got a turnover earlier and went 3 and out, and here they are again trying to hand the ball off to Cosentino, and Cosentino is tackled in the backfield by 3 defenders. I mean, there's just nothing that Indiana can do right now, as West Mifflin just seems to have people in the backfield on every play. And you watch that Dowds of Plumville replay, they're coming from everywhere. They're just blowing them up at the line of scrimmage. And
Indiana's offensive line isn't even getting out of their stance, and West Mifflin is in the backfield. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm not trying to be mean, but that's reality.
They had one guy coming from the end, one guy coming from the A-gap. They were coming from everywhere.
We talked about how they were going to come out in the second half, and unfortunately the offensive line just isn't getting it done right now.
So 4th down punt. Going to be Robinson is going to take the return at the 30-yard line. He's still on his feet. John Wyatt grabs him and finally wrestles him to the ground after about the 36-yard line. That's where West Mifflin will take over. Running clock here at the Mercy Roll, 37-0 West Mifflin. That was our halftime score. So has not changed here as we head towards 9:20 left to go in the game.
We want to thank Dowds of Plumville and Greensburg for our instant replays on Rented Digital TV. We also want to thank InFirst Bank, our first down sponsor. InFirst Bank, here for you since 1922.
So here we go. First down play from the 37-yard line. The handoff is going to be to Mason up the middle. He's got a first down and takes it near midfield, where he's finally dropped. And
you can see on the
Rocco Cosentino, I think, was the one.
On the digital replay, you can just see the push that West Mifflin is getting on each and every play. They've dominated Indiana's front seven.
Mason's not a bad running back. I mean,
No,
Hill is very impressive. I mean, he is everything that was
touted.
Yeah, every bit of that. Mason's not bad, but he's got a great line to be able to run behind. It makes it a lot easier. It looks like we might have our second penalty of the game against West Mifflin here. 37-0. Indiana, this is their final home game of the season. They've got a couple of games on the road coming up.
Yeah, they got to go to McKeesport next week and then Mars the week after.
So that 5-yard penalty going to push West Mifflin back. It's one of the few times they've moved backwards in this football game, and it was self-inflicted.
Yeah, that's their second procedure penalty.
It's a shame. Indiana has won the turnover battle in this second half, but they've just got absolutely nothing to show for it. They've got 2 turnovers. Went 3 and out, though, following both of those turnovers. Here is 1st and 15. Mason trying to hit the edge. Gets to midfield. He's still on his feet. Fights forward across the 45-yard line. He's going to pick up about 11 yards. Was just looking to get around the edge. Was able to get that and fought his way forward to a nice pickup there.
Yeah, that'll give them a 2nd and 4 now. So they picked up the yardage from that penalty.
6:50. Devin Brown's the fullback. Jarrell Mason's the tailback. Mason gets the football again, busts through the hole across the 30, the 25, the 20, 15, 10, 5. Will they get him? No. Touchdown, West Mifflin. 44-yard touchdown run by Jarrell Mason, as you see the Dowds of Plumville replay, and this time Mason just runs through a whole little trap play. Great blocking up the middle, and he was untouched as he took it 44 yards into the end zone. 43-0. Extra point on the way. That was a tremendous job blocking up front. And another score for this West Mifflin team has been impressive here tonight.
Yeah, they really have. And, you know, after getting their tails whipped the last 2 weeks, they came in hungry tonight and they smelled blood early, and they're putting it on Indiana right now.
6.5 minutes to go in this football game. Extra point is up and good. 44-0, West Mifflin with the lead. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, Renda Digital TV, back in 60 seconds.
At Grand
60
Beginnings
seconds,
Children's
please.
Center, they're focused.
I've always been a very hard worker, and I thought that there was something that smart people that work hard could do differently with the money that you've worked so hard to earn. I consulted First Commonwealth Bank. They said, absolutely there is. And then they called us with a program that was directly suited for us. I've been able to enjoy what I've worked a lifetime to create. And I've done all that with the help of First Commonwealth Bank.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team.
Faces out there either side. We do see. Yeah, it looks like most of the
Indiana starters are
first
still
offense still out there, and actually both teams look like they're keeping their starters out there. 5:45 left to go in this game. 44-0 West Mifflin. Cosentino in motion. Here's Lipniskis back to pass. He's going to try to fire it into the flat. He was looking for Rocco. Got the ball off that time, which is more than the last couple of drives where he's been hit immediately, but he was still under a lot of pressure.
Well, I think West Mifflin, their defensive line, they brought in, it looks like there's subs along the line there.
You know what, you're right. They're still big, but they're not quite as 315, 320 big.
They're only 290. You know.
But Doug is correct. I was looking at their secondary, and you still see a lot of those same, you know, Degree and Cobb. Here's going to be the fake handoff, and Lipniskis carries it up the middle and picks up about 4 this time. So positive gain here for Quinn after a good fake to Rocco Cosentino. Good to see Quinn back, and you know, you wonder the last few games if the offense, what they are able to do if he was there. And you know, you have 2 young quarterbacks, both getting their feet wet and doing an admirable job, but it's a little bit different when you've got a senior in there who's had that experience.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he was the guy that got all the reps in the preseason and got hurt early in the season and just never was the same, this offense.
Rocco in motion. Quinn back to pass. He's under some pressure. Boy, they're going to swallow him up. Again, nowhere to go. He was looking to escape somewhere. It's number 44 who brought him down. I don't have his the roster, but either way, it was a Quinn could do nothing. He dropped back and looked down the field for a second, but then he was just looking for somewhere to escape, and West Mifflin did not give him any room at all. So back to punt. Yet again, as Tim Birch, he's had a number of nice punts. One was bobbled and turned over. They bring pressure and try to block the punt, which is a little strange. I'm sure Doug liked that one too, but 44-yard line is where it will be down.
No comment.
If you didn't say anything, I don't like it. I think that's, you send the guys, you just let them drop back.
Yeah. Like I said, West Mifflin's a program that's coming up from AAA, so they're trying to make themselves known at the 4A level. But what goes around comes around at times.
Yeah, those are the types of things, though, that they're unnecessary. I mean, you could say what you will about the deep pass. I mean, maybe they want to work something out, but trying to block a punt up 44-0.
But you wonder, too, you got young guys maybe on the special team. He's just coming off hard. The coaches may not even be.
Let's give that the benefit of the doubt. But
I would hope.
Got a new quarterback, it looks like, in here for West Mifflin now, number 17.
It should only be about 2 or 3 plays, and the rest of this clock should run out here.
Looks that way here. Ball's on the 44-yard line. Actually, new running back as well. And the back is going to get the handoff and picks up a yard or two, but Indiana will bring him down. That's number 21. And I believe that's Raymond Morris, maybe?
Yeah, it's hard because they substituted a lot of numbers, but on the roster we have it as Raymond Morris.
I know some of those, we had some number changes before this football game, so we're going to assume that it's Morris. But if we're wrong, I don't know how many West Mifflin fans are listening to this. We'll have to deal with that. 2nd down and 8, 1:45 left to go, and the handoff is going to be to the big man up the middle. I believe that's Devin Brown. The fullback gets it. He's still on his feet, and he's a hard guy to bring down.
Rumbling, bumbling, and stumbling.
As he finally is dropped at about Indiana's 42-yard line. Looking at the odds of Plumville replay, and he is hit. Just will not be brought down.
Yep, he's just going to keep rolling. Is that the birthday guy?
No,
that's the younger one.
He's one of the water boys. He's
okay.
Playing in that playoff game tomorrow. We'll make sure he gets home and gets some rest, Doug.
That's okay. He's the one that reminded me when I told the kids to wear their uniforms today to school. Eli said, "Hey, Coach, but the 5th graders have a field trip. I don't think we should be wearing our jerseys to Ligonier for the field trip." I said, "You're exactly right, Eli."
Eli always keeping us straight.
And West Mifflin's in the victory formation, taking
yes, sir.
a knee.
So 44-0 is going to be our final score. Indiana loses to West Mifflin on senior night. We're going to step aside. Our First Commonwealth Bank postgame show is next. Doug's going to get an interview with Coach Brad Wright. We're going to get First Commonwealth quick stats and more, all coming up next. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Rented Digital TV.
IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Rented Digital TV is Indiana County's leading live stream service.
Our team of dedicated producers and on-air personalities work hard to bring you network-level event and sports coverage to your fingertips. And if you can't make it, every live stream is archived, so you never miss a minute. And for you IUP football fans, Renda Digital TV is the exclusive home of Hawk Talk, airing every Monday during the season. Subscribe to Renda Digital TV for free today.
Don't miss the Dowd 74th anniversary sale. Whether you want to furnish one room or your entire home, you'll save big. Right now, buy one item at Dowd's special sale price and get a second item of equal or lesser value at half off. That's right, every other item at half off. Plus, get 1 year free financing. The Dowd 74th anniversary sale. Drive a little, save a lot. Dowd's of Plumville and Greensburg.
Doesn't your home deserve Dowds?
I'm Senator Joe Pittman. From Indiana to Westmoreland and Jefferson to Armstrong counties, I'm dedicated to supporting every student in the 41st District. As Senate Majority Leader, I'm committed to ensuring our kids have the opportunities they deserve, whether it's excelling in athletics or engaging in extracurricular activities or achieving academic excellence. Together, we're building a strong foundation for our children's future. I appreciate your support and encourage you to vote, whether by mail or in person, on Election Day.
SCG Hobby. It's in the name. Sports cards, comics, gaming, and more. Speaking of more, they also have a huge selection of Legos, board games, Dungeons and Dragons, and Warhammer. Whatever you fancy, they've got you covered. Come join the SCG family for fun events and tournaments nightly, including Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and more. Dive into a world of sports and fantasy at the SCG Hobby nearest you, with locations in Indiana, Latrobe, Altoona, and North Huntington. Find out more by logging into scghobby.com.
When it comes to screen printing and promotional items, nobody does it better than S&S Screen Printing of Indiana. Stop in and check out how S&S Screen Printing can help your business, school, or booster club grow with a full line of apparel and promotional items. Or visit them online and see the full lineup at snsscreenprinting.net. snsscreenprinting.net. Yes, snsscreenprinting.net. S&S Screen Printing, 1200 School Street in Indiana. At S&S Screen Printing, they do it right here.
And on senior night, we're going to go down to the field with Doug Steve as Coach Brad Wright.
Okay, thank you, Mark. Coach, very talented West Mifflin team. You know, in the first half, they had 6 possessions, 5 touchdowns, a field goal, put you behind the 8-ball real quick.
Yeah, you know, their record doesn't really do any justice to how good that football team is. They've just played some very good football teams thus far this season. Thomas Jefferson and McKeesport being some of them. Yeah, real tough team tonight.
Until you watch the film, I mean, not a whole lot of positives out there, but you guys did fight till the end, and that's credit to the Indiana players.
Right, yeah, I mean, they're just ginormous. 3 players that are over 6 feet tall and 300 pounds, and one's going to Akron for a ride, but Pitt wanted too, so he was a force. He was a force, but so were the other two. I mean, it's just a tough matchup whenever our biggest guys are 240, and we're out there with 2 or 3 sophomores. We have one senior up front, you know, and it's just a tough ask for those guys.
No, Quinlan Meniscus came back after being out with an injury quarterback position there. What are your thoughts on how Quinn played?
Oh, he did well in the first half. I thought, you know, he gave us a spark and his running. I mean, you know, that's where his talent lies. He's got a lot of leg talent. We're going to use him in that capacity. So he was able to keep the drive going on first drive and get some yards on the sweeps and stuff. And we just couldn't manage to punch in. I just told him had we punched that one in, I think we would have got some momentum and played better in the second quarter. But kind of got away from us when that didn't happen.
Offensive line, it just seemed like they're slow behind. I mean, it seemed like as they mentioned upstairs, like at the snap, before they got out of their stance, West Mifflin was already in the back.
Yeah, that number 16 was giving us a lot of problems. He doesn't really look like a lineman. He's built more like a tailback. And he was coming off the edge really fast. He definitely gave us problems in the backfield tonight.
What do you tell your team as the season you're left with 2 weeks left, and after a game like this, you have to go to McKeesport, which isn't any easier because they beat this team last week pretty good. What do you tell your team to keep them positive and to keep their heads in the game?
I just said, hey, we got to go down there with the mindset. We're going to see one of the better running backs in the state and be excited about it. Go tackle them. And hopefully remembers that Indiana played their tails off against them. And I challenged them to show up and not finish the season like we had the last couple of years, where it kind of seemed like kids didn't want to be here. And a lot of kids missing practice. Let's try to set a new tone for what we're known for what we're going to do with kids showing up and being accountable and taking care of business and fulfilling their commitment to the team.
Senior night tonight, not the way the seniors went in, but talk about the seniors as a group, what they've meant for this program.
It's a small, tight group, and they've always been high-character kids, and they're a great example of what the younger players should do by showing up every day and not complaining and being positive. That's what you need moving forward to try to build a program.
Okay, Coach, go get him next week at McKeesport.
Okay, thank you, Doug. Thank you, Doug.
Okay, there you have it, head coach Brad Wright, and we'll send it back upstairs.
Okay, Doug, that's our Crimson Wealth Management sideline report and our coaches interview brought to you by Crimson Wealth Management and Blairsville Floor Covering. It's a First Commonwealth Bank post-game show. We're going to come back with our First Commonwealth Bank stats for the game, as well as our Good and Associates Good Player of the game, and more. When we return, AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
Hey, Indiana sports fans! Good and Associates Insurance Agency is proud to support Indiana high sports. The team at Good and Associates live and work in Indiana and have been serving this great community since 1955. At Good and Associates, the priority is doing what is best for the clients, helping families like yours with auto, home, life, business, and farm insurance. The agency will be there every step of the way. Contact your trusted community advisor today, Good and Associates Insurance, to get a quote. 724-465-8887.
At Grand Beginnings Children's Center, their focus is on growing and teaching children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
Sometimes you don't realize how dirty something is until it's sparkling clean. That goes for your house. What a difference a whole house cleaning would make. T's Window Cleaning will get rid of all that dirt, grime, and molds that builds on roofs, sidings, gutters, windowsills, and porches to make your home look brand new. Call today for a free estimate. T's Window Cleaning at 724-840-4160 or on Facebook.
Hi, I'm Eric Brocious. Many of you know me as a high school teacher and a coach. What you didn't know, though, is I'm also a businessman, owner of EMB Computing. I'd like to invite you to our new state-of-the-art facility to see our line of computers, laptops, iPads, MacBooks, and accessories. If you're a business owner, we'll assist you with your networks, servers, workstations, printers, and even your business phone systems. We are located at 57 North 11th Street in Indiana, or you can find us on the web at embcomputing.com. We are your technology specialists.
Hello, this is attorney Patrick Doherty. In sports, teamwork is important. That's why I'm pleased to announce the addition of attorney Amy Doherty to my team. Whether it's criminal law, divorce, child custody, child support, wills and estates, or buying and selling a home, our team is here for you. Visit us at 737 Water Street in downtown Indiana to discuss how our team can work for you. Good luck this season from the law office of Patrick Doherty.
Every year, we go on a search for great snacks or treats. Children enjoy more than just candy on Halloween. The best sources of calcium are milk, yogurt, and cheese. Kids like us love string cheese because it's tasty and fun to pull, twist, and eat. And parents love string cheese because it's rich in calcium, whatever that is. So give us kids the fun and goodness we are looking for. Make it a very dairy Halloween. A message from Allied Milk Producers.
Well, we have a lot we could recap in this football game, but it was a 37-0 score at the half. West Mifflin was able to take their first two drives for touchdowns. Indiana on the ensuing kickoff, then after it was 13-0, the kickoff was bobbled. West Mifflin recovered at the 4-yard line. The defense for Indiana did hold them and forced a field goal attempt, and the field goal was good. It was 16-0, and West Mifflin never really looked back. A couple of touchdown runs, almost 200 yards rushing by Armand Hill, and a couple of big pass plays by Ismaili to Sincere Degree, and that was 37-0 at the half. Only one touchdown scored in the second half by West Mifflin, but the number of yards, Pat, as we look at our first Commonwealth Bank quick stats, the total yardage is eye-opening in this game.
West Mifflin had 508 total yards. Indiana had 38.
Wow.
And here's the crazy thing. At halftime, Indiana had 66 yards of offense. So they ended up losing yards in the second half.
Well,
and
we looked at every one of the drives, and we were
drive.
looking at that. They never gained. They
never gained a first down in the second half.
So,
sorry to our
44 to
friends at
nothing.
First Bank.
Yeah, 44 to nothing. It was the final score. We're going to come back, wrap it up, and give our Gooden Associates Good Player of the Game. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM rented digital TV. Back to finish it up after this.
And a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a Trusted Choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
More choices and more savings at Walbeck Insurance. 479-9378. 479-9378.
I've always been a very hard worker, and I thought that there was something that smart people that work hard could do differently with the money that you've worked so hard to earn. I consulted First Commonwealth Bank. They said, absolutely there is. And then they called us with a program that was directly suited for us. I've been able to enjoy what I've worked a lifetime to create, and I've done all that with the help of First Commonwealth Bank.
At Grand Beginnings Children's Center, their focus is on growing and teaching children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
What sets one insurance agency apart from another? Building relationships. Hunt & Blues Insurance prides themselves on building strong, personal relationships with their clients. Hunt & Blues is an independent agency offering you choices to get you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, life, or retirement, you want an agency working in your best interest. And that's Hunt & Blues Insurance, 2 locations, Indiana and Johnstown.
MarionCenterBank.com. Looking for a bank that's rooted in your community? Looking for a bank that has all the latest options that a hometown bank should have? For personal and business banking, home loans and student loans, and fraud protection that's state-of-the-art, trust Marion Center Bank. With locations servicing Indiana, Armstrong, and Cambria counties. Struggling with student loan applications and decisions? Now is the perfect time to inquire about student loans at Marion Center Bank. MarionCenterBank.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Indiana on senior night, and Pat, our Gooden Associates Good Player of the Game.
It's going to be Tim Birch. Tim had to fill in on short notice to be the punter tonight with Tyler Nelson home sick. So he filled in admirably, doing a great job for never having punted before. And his only kickoff, he kicked through the end zone. So Tim Birch, he did everything he could do to help this team. And it just wasn't enough, unfortunately. But he's a senior, and you know, I know he's also in the hunt for a soccer playoff berth. So, you know, good job to Tim tonight.
And all the seniors who, most of them sticking around in that field a little bit longer as they're enjoying their last moments as a senior on the home field. And Doug, want to wish good luck to a couple young men here in the booth who are ready for a Indiana playoff game tomorrow in football at 5th and 6th grade level.
Yeah, well, we have 2 of the players here. They're ball boys for the high school team. We'll let them introduce, give them their names and their positions.
Hi, my name is Ben Steve, and I'm the slot back and cornerback.
Hi, my name is Michael Cornavale, and I'm the quarterback and defensive end for Indiana, Little Indians.
Okay, there you have it. So, yeah, we play.
Be a few years, we might be calling their names up here, too. So
Cambry Heights tomorrow, and Cambry Heights has not lost in the last 3 years, so we have our work cut off for us. But, hey, like I said earlier, that's why you play the game. And
Go get it done.
We're going to show up and hopefully get a W.
I know you won't be out-coached, but you might have better athletes.
Wait, are you sure you said that right? I know you won't be out-coached.
Right, I'm giving you a compliment.
Thank you.
I meant that sincerely.
But their head coach is Jared Lewis at Cambry Heights. He's the head coach of the varsity team that's on the roll, too. I think they had Homer tonight, I believe. Homer Center was at Cambry Heights this evening.
Oh, Mr. Burdick will be crying in his soup.
Well, good luck to you guys tomorrow. And here, it was not a great senior night for Indiana as they lost to West Mifflin 44-0. For our entire team, Samantha and Nathan and
back at the studio,
Garrett, Zeke doing Thomas. Our stats. He did a great job, and we really appreciate that. Doug Steve on the sidelines, Pat Doherty. I'm Mark Hilliard. So from every one of us, we appreciate you tuning in tonight, and we'll catch you next week as the Indians travel to McKeesport. 44-0 was the final score here tonight from Andy Kuzneski Field. We'll talk to you next week, everybody. Good night. AM 1450 WDAD 100.3 FM and Renda Digital TV.
The name, sports cards, comics, gaming, and more. Speaking of more, they also have a huge selection of Legos, board games, Dungeons & Dragons, and Warhammer. Whatever you fancy, they've got you covered. Come join the SCG family for fun events and tournaments nightly, including Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and more. Dive into a world of sports and fantasy at the SCG Hobby nearest you, with locations in Indiana, Latrobe, Altoona, and North Huntington. Find out more by logging into scghobby.com.
Are you or a loved one seeking a vibrant and supportive community to call home? Look no further than the Addison of Moorhead Place, located in Indiana. The Addison of Moorhead Place offers more than just a place to live. It's a place to thrive. With their commitment to exceptional care and enriched living experiences, they invite you to discover the joys of retirement in a community that feels like family. Schedule a tour today and discover why the Addison of Moorhead Place Senior Living is more than just a place to live. It's a place to thrive.
Every year, we go on a search for great snacks or treats. Children enjoy more than just candy on Halloween. The best sources of calcium are milk, yogurt, and cheese. Kids like us love string cheese because it's tasty and fun to pull, twist, and eat. And parents love string cheese because it's rich in calcium, whatever that is. So give us kids the fun and goodness we are looking for. Make it a very dairy Halloween. A message from Allied Milk Producers.
It's football season, and before you know it, Mother Nature will say time to turn off the AC and crank up the furnace. Have you had your furnace checked lately? If not, call Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning in Indiana. They're this area's authorized trained dealer. Anderson's can give your furnace a full checkup to make sure it's ready for fall and winter. Don't wait. The game clock is ticking down for cooler temps. Call Anderson's at 724-465-8923. Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning. PA license 677.
The Indiana County Technology Center is now accepting enrollment in our adult education programs. The ICTC's adult education programs offer in-demand post-secondary programs tailored to empower student success. From cosmetology to welding and practical nursing, the ICTC has a program for everyone. Indiana County Technology Center, empowering tomorrow's workforce.
To be a champion, you need to have teamwork, great skills, good conditioning, and above all, you need to stay healthy. But if injury occurs, you need a team of specialists that can get you back in the game. Indiana Total Therapy has been helping area athletes for years. Indiana Total Therapy, with 3 locations, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge in Blairsville, Shelley Drive in Indiana, and at the Human Motion Institute on the campus of IRMC. ITT, the best in our field, and voted Best Physical Therapy in the Best of Indiana County contest.
Since 1957, the Luther family of dealerships has been providing the area with outstanding automotive sales and service. Most importantly, the Luther family continually supports our local schools, sports teams, food drives, and community fundraisers. The annual Luther Ford Lincoln Charity Golf Classic, supporting the Women's Imaging Center at IRMC, has become one of the area's most successful events. The Luther family of dealerships, committed to our community's needs for over 67 years.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock. Erie Insurance gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
I'm Senator Joe Pittman. From Indiana to Westmoreland and Jefferson to Armstrong counties, I'm dedicated to supporting every student in the 41st District. As Senate Majority Leader, I'm committed to ensuring our kids have the opportunities they deserve, whether it's excelling in athletics or engaging in extracurricular activities or achieving academic excellence. Together, we're building a strong foundation for our children's future. I appreciate your support and encourage you to vote, whether by mail or in person, on Election Day.